Mike, I want to talk about some of the things that many people might not realize. And I want to talk about the evidence. Okay. Obviously, the evidence that put Stefan Stearns was the evidence on his cell phone, and realizing that got him arrested for different charges, but that will keep him in jail and potentially prison for a long time if, for whatever reason, they don't bring an indictment on this case
Right.
For a while. It'll keep him in. So, what will bring, or what potentially could bring Jennifer Soto into this to being charged? And I want to talk about forensic evidence. The home. We don't know what they recovered, and they did a search warrant right away in that home. What did they recover inside that home? Very important. We potentially have 3 different cell phones here that are of concern. One would be Madeline's cell phone, which could have a treasure trove of evidence. She could have things in her cell phone that talk about what her life is like, things that had been occurring in her life. Then we have to look at Jennifer Soto's cell phone. And we already know that Stefan, his cell phone, already put him in jail, didn't it?
Right.
So all of these things. And then there's text messages, right? There's the GPS on Stefan Stearns' vehicle. Where was his car? Where did it exactly go? And there was a phone call that day that he had a flat tire right near where the body was found.
Right.
So all of these, then we have the crime scene where Jennifer Soto's, where Madeline Soto's body was found. The body itself, potential DNA, potentially if she fought back, could have DNA underneath her fingernails. What was at the crime scene? What was she wearing? If they found the actual place of occurrence where the murder took place, another crime scene, right? All of these things, when we talk about the art and the science of investigation, the art, of course, is police work. The police going out and talking to people, interviewing people, soliciting information, collecting video. Look how important video has become in all cases almost. And what do they see at 7:30 in the morning? They see Stefan Stearns throwing her clothing and her laptop into the dumpster at the complex that they live in. How powerful of evidence is that, Mike?
Yeah, Billy, that's amazing because they're going to get everything that could be on a laptop, that you can imagine, pictures, all kinds of files and stuff like that. And then you look at the clothing. Was there blood on that clothing? Was that blood on his jacket? Was it up near the collar, which would indicate that she had some facial bruising? Where did that occur? What kind of some sort of liquid could be on that? Could be blood or something else, some other sort of thing. That's going to be really, really very damaging because that's the scientific evidence that can just, turn that lock and throw away the key. And for Jennifer, for the mom, at this point, she better hope that there's nothing on her cell phone, nothing in Madeline's laptop, which would indicate that there was some sort of prior knowledge of, SA or physical abuse against Madeline. If there was any sort of notice that she had given through a text message or something like that, she better hope so that it doesn't exist, because that would kind of indicate that to a police officer, or to a juror, or to a district attorney or a judge, that Jennifer Soto wasn't innocent and was perhaps complicit in this as almost like an accessory before the fact, that sort of thing. So there are some things that could put Jen Soto in the trick bag, and they still may be recovered. Remember, we have her version of events, which is kind of inconsistent with what facts that are known to the police. She seems kind of protective of the boyfriend Stefan in the interview saying we, so that she puts herself and him together. So therefore, oh, it couldn't be either one of them. This must have been some stranger that did this to their child. So there are some things that we may be able to find, if they exist, that could put Jennifer under the hot lights and be another suspect.
Leaf Morgan from the chat. I'm pretty sure the police would interview her again. Not over. She's not arrested right now, but they will figure it out when she lied. But Leaf, one of the problems with that is you only get one shot, and they can't interview her again. She's got an attorney, so that opportunity is over. And whatever interview they got, and the police know this. This is no surprise to them. They know they got one shot at her, right? So if there's any inkling, if there's any suspicion when she's brought in for an interview, you got to go for it. You got to go for it right there, because you got to know that her boyfriend was arrested. So who do you think they're going to start bearing down on next? Jennifer.
Right.
So she was already interviewed once. So what's she going to do? She's going to lawyer right up, and the police can no longer interview her. I just wanted to put that out there, because everyone thinks that, oh, the police can just go interview again. No, they cannot. That is it. It's over. The opportunity was there, and I'm not saying they blew it. They probably got a lot of good information, but they can't go back to the well. That's past. That boat has sailed. It cannot do it.
Yeah, Billy.
Love Shack. Let me just get this. Love Shack.
Yeah.
Sarah, did he even really have a job? If not, why not? Was he left to be a stay-at-home dad while she worked? Love Shack Sarah, we're not seeing anywhere that he had a job. He was, it seems like he's 40 years old. He's still getting money from his parents.